Welcome to Planet Newsroom, where global stories unfold through the lens of emotion, hope, and humanity. Today's headline: between grief and joy, Israel awaits the return of its hostages. For the first time in 2 years, Ofir Braslavski is smiling. The father of 21-year-old hostage Rom Braslavski has lived through endless nights of despair. In August, footage released by the Palestinian Islamic Jihad showed his son pale, weak and trembling inside Gaza. Now, standing in Tel Aviv's hostages square, Braslavski says he's ready for one thing only: the reunion. He whispers, "We focus on the kiss, the hugs, his smell." This weekend, 48 hostages are set to be released under the first phase of a ceasefire plan agreed between Hamas and Israel, 20 of them believed to be alive. For families, every second feels endless. Among the crowd, American flags and signs praising Donald Trump fill the square. It was Trump who, under heavy diplomatic pressure, pushed Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to agree to the ceasefire's first stage, a move many in Israel see as both relief and reckoning. Hostage families have accused Netanyahu of prolonging the war and blocking progress in negotiations. Yet for Braslavski, politics means nothing. "I just want peace," he says quietly. "And I believe this time, it will hold." The square feels less like a protest and more like a homecoming. People share cookies labeled "Taste of Joy." Children hand out sweets. Strangers hug. After 2 years of grief and frustration, there's finally a flicker of hope. Nearby, Michelle Iluz, whose 26-year-old son, Guy, was killed in Hamas captivity, stands embraced by strangers. Two fathers, one waiting for his son's hug, another for his son's remains, find themselves united in a single painful paradox. Between grief and joy, Iluz calls it a confusing moment, a nightmare, but also a gift. He will soon receive his son's remains, a process both heartbreaking and uncertain. Israeli officials have quietly acknowledged that not all of the deceased hostages may be returned, as Hamas may not know where all the bodies are buried. Across the plaza, Simha Cohen, who lost her son years ago, watches silently. She hasn't visited the square since the October 7th attacks. "I'm not happy yet," she says. "Maybe it will come tomorrow when they are home." Inside the nearby library, the family of Ofir Calderon, a former hostage released in February, returns to support others still waiting. "We wait," his sister-in-law, Sharon, says. "We wait, we wait, we wait." In Israel, waiting has become a way of life, suspended between hope and heartbreak. As families prepare for reunions and farewells, one question lingers: will this ceasefire finally bring peace, or only another chapter of pain? Stay with Planet Newsroom, where every story is told with truth, heart, and the art of the human struggle.